Here's the contradiction nobody wants to say out loud. In many parts of the modern world, Christianity is not some tiny underground movement. It has enormous cultural influence, political influence, and social power. So why do so many Christians still talk like they're living under siege? The answer is one book, Revelation. Not Revelations, Revelation. And once you understand what that book actually is, a lot of modern Christian paranoia starts making sense. Revelation was written in the late 1st century, and it was addressed to 7 churches in Asia Minor, basically part of modern-day Turkey. It belongs to a style of writing called apocalyptic literature, full of symbols, coded imagery, monsters, empires, cosmic battles, and warnings meant for people living under pressure. That matters because Revelation was not written as a secret script for the modern world. It was written for believers trying to survive the terror, instability, and power of the Roman Empire. In plain language, this was a crisis text for people who genuinely saw themselves as vulnerable. Now here's where things get weird. When a book written for a persecuted minority gets inherited by people who hold real cultural power, they still want to see themselves as the heroes of that story. But the story only works if there's a beast, an empire, a villain, somebody bigger, darker, stronger, and evil enough to justify the fear. So once people start reading Revelation like it's about right now, they have to cast someone in that role. And when Christians are already socially dominant in many places, that enemy becomes hard to find honestly. So people start improvising. Suddenly, the villain becomes secular culture, scientists, queer people, feminists, immigrants, educators, or any group different enough to be turned into an end-times threat. That's the trick. A text about surviving oppression gets repurposed into a machine for imagining oppression. And once that happens, every disagreement feels like persecution. Every social change feels apocalyptic. Every loss of control feels like proof that the beast is rising. The irony is brutal. Revelation made sense in a world where Christians were much closer to the margins, but over time, Christianity moved from persecution to power, and yet the story of being the attacked minority never fully went away. So no, Revelation is not a magic blueprint for the modern world. It's a 1st century apocalypse that people keep dragging into the present because they still want the drama, the enemy, and the victim role. If you really want to understand why so many Christians feel under attack while often standing near the center of power, don't just read the Bible, read the history around it. That's where the plot twist is.